Well, right now we want to get a look at how things are going in our eastern counties.
So we're going to get a check in Lancaster County. Joining us on the phone now is Scott Little. He is the chief of the Manheim Township Fire Rescue System. He is also the emergency management coordinator for Manheim Township. So, Scott, thank you so much for being with us today. Of course, you're wearing a little bit of two hats here, right? Looking at the emergency management side and also hoping things are very, very quiet from the fire and rescue side. So how are things going where you are right now?
Yeah, so right now here in Manheim Township, Lancaster County, we just reported we have over 11 inches of snowfall at the Public Works facility in Manheim Township. Currently, we also have it turning over to sleet. So one of the things right now that Public Works is working on is to do one pass-through of every township road in conjunction with our state partners from PennDOT, who are trying to get through Route 30, 283. Every road is still snow covered, and we're also looking at, you're not going to see a full clearing of roadways now with the sleet falling until precipitation stops, due to the fact that we would rather have the sleet lay on top of the snow versus the sleet laying on the bare roads.
And just what kind of, how does the expectation of what you expected to see out there matching up with what you are seeing out there today?
Yes, what we're seeing here in Manheim Township currently is most roadways are impassable without four-wheel drive capability. And again, that every roadway, we are seeing that with our driving on Route 30 and 283, and from our live cameras, everything is still snow covered. And obviously we have some wind and drifting of snow, so the road crews are trying to keep up with it and trying to get that, at least that one full pass through completed at this point.
I think what you said before was really interesting when it comes to some of the stuff there as well, when you were talking about how that you want to make sure the sleet is falling on top of the snow and not just on the bare roadway. Of course, it's hard to get the bare roadway, but on the roadway. So how does that change the plowing procedure that you have at this point now that a lot of things in that area have switched over to sleet?
Yeah, so right now they're continuing to try to get that one pass through open for roadways for vehicle traffic. But again, not having that bare road or that minimum amount of snow on the roadway, we're trying to get the sleet to lay on top of a more impactful amount of snow before the township road personnel will get back out there. So again, that's why we're reminding township residents that you're really not going to see complete clearing until everything stops.
From a fire department perspective, obviously there are probably some extra steps you have to take with the way the weather is now. What are some of the things that they have to deal with if they do have to respond to something?
Yeah, so right now we have above minimum staffing personnel in stations with our other public safety agencies in Manheim Township. So police, fire, and EMS are all responding together out of currently the fire stations in Manheim Township. We also have a fire vehicle with plow capabilities that is responding with the ambulance on all calls so that they can give them a fresh plow through of the snow to get to that emergency location and get that patient transported to local hospitals.
And any idea at this point how many calls, if any, you guys have had to deal with?
Yeah, so right now we are at a dozen calls in Manheim Township since the beginning of the snowfall, and that is calculating police, fire, and EMS calls together.
Are those mostly emergency related, or do you think they're snow related in that as well?
Yeah, so there's a mixture of some vehicles, as we keep reminding folks that we want everybody to stay off the roads, please stay home, allow the public road crew members to do their job without vehicles on the roadways. So some of the things that did occur this morning are vehicles that are not four-wheel drive capability that are getting stuck in the roadway, which makes the road crew personnel have to stop and can't get their complete plow through until that vehicle is moved. So it's been an array of emergency calls so far for the day.
As far as that number, how, I guess, fortunate are you feeling the fact that this is all happening on a Sunday when, this, if it were a midweek day, those numbers could have been up?
Yeah, absolutely. We are thankful that it is Sunday. Everybody, for the majority, are staying off the roadway, staying home, staying in the warm.
And that is exactly why us here at Fox 43 are trying to prepare people as much as possible, as early as possible, to make sure they were off the roads today so people like you and your crews could be out there and help when it was needed and when it still could be needed. We got a lot more to go. So Scott Little, thank you so much, giving us all of the latest coming out of Manheim Township in Lancaster County.